of you enjoy a good helping of baked beans? I do. I like baked beans. However, beans are very nutritious. They're high in protein, they're high in fiber, but they're also very high in carbs, which makes them not keto friendly. So today, I'm going to show you how to make a keto-friendly baked bean substitute. Now this substitute is so good, it will definitely fulfill your craving for those baked beans without all those high carbs. I'm also going to show you how to make a 20-minute meatloaf. Now I've already showed you how to make my traditional meatloaf, which of course takes an hour to bake, and that's not counting the preparation time, which can be another 5 to 10 minutes long. So that meatloaf, as wonderful as it is a longer process. Now this meatloaf, all together with preparing time, cooking time, and setting time, is done and ready to eat in a total of 30 minutes. So it's quick, it's easy, it's delicious, and it goes great with this keto baked bean substitute. So if you want printable versions of these, you can check out my website at janet'sdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find printable versions of these recipes and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, while you're clicking that subscribe button, right next to the subscribe button, there's a little bell. Click the bell. That way you can be notified every time I put out a new video. And while you do that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Lightly spray a 1.5 quart casserole dish with cooking spray. In that 1.5 quart casserole dish, combine 3/4 cup of tomato sauce or keto ketchup. If you want a recipe for keto ketchup, I'll put a link in the description for my 2-minute keto ketchup. Add 1 1/4 cups of brown Swerve or brown sugar sweetener of your choice, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon paprika, a 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Whisk these together until they're fully combined and everything is smooth. Make sure all the lumps from the brown Swerve get out completely. You want it nice and smooth. Add a 15-ounce can of peas that have been drained or black soybeans that have been drained. If you don't like peas or black soybeans, you can pretty much use any vegetable or bean substitute you want. Just make sure that if it is canned, it's fully drained, and that if it is a frozen vegetable, that it is slightly thawed. You don't want to put it in there completely frozen. Stir the peas or the soybeans or whatever your bean substitute is. Stir it all in. Make sure it's fully coated with the sauce. Add 2 mini sweet peppers that have been finely chopped and stir them until they're fully combined and fully coated with the sauce. Sprinkle in the desired amount of cooked bacon that have been crumpled up or finely sliced ham. You can put however much you want of this. I usually just put like maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons, sprinkle it across the top. Then stir it to make sure that it's fully combined and fully covered with the sauce. Place a lid on your casserole dish or cover it with aluminum foil and bake at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Once it's done baking, let it stand for at least 5 minutes so it can cool a bit and all the flavor can set in really good. Then place it on a plate. Eat it as a snack or a meal or use it as a side dish. I like to use it as a side dish with my meatloaves or my hamburgers. This goes great with both of those. Goes great with anything, but those are two recipes that I really enjoy it with. Eat and enjoy. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Lightly spray a 9x5 loaf pan with cooking spray. In a large mixing bowl, combine 1 pound of ground beef or ground turkey or ground meat of your choice, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 3 tablespoons of low-carb breadcrumbs or almond meal, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, a half teaspoon salt, a half teaspoon dry mustard, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. Stir these all together until they're fully combined. Make sure all the seasonings get fully distributed in the meat. Add 1 large egg and stir it to fully distribute the egg throughout the meat. Make sure all the meat gets coated with the egg. Add 4 tablespoons of keto ketchup. If you need a recipe for keto ketchup, I will put a link in the description for my 2-minute keto ketchup. Stir to fully distribute the ketchup into the meat. Then scoop the meat mixture into your prepared loaf pan and press it firmly to evenly distribute it throughout the pan. Make sure you try to get it as even as possible throughout the pan. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you don't want all the meat on one side and then a thin slab on the other side. It won't cook evenly if you do that, so make sure it is fairly even throughout the bottom of the pan. Once it's pressed in, then bake at 400 degrees for 20 minutes or until the internal temperature reaches around 160 degrees. If you want, you can brush the tops with a couple more tablespoons of the keto ketchup. You don't have to do this. This just gives it a little bit more flavor and moisture. If you do decide to brush it with a couple tablespoons of the keto ketchup, then after you brush it on, bake it again at that 400 degrees for just about 5 minutes more or until everything is fully heated. Once it's all done baking, let it sit in the pan for at least 5 minutes for it to cool a little bit and for all the flavors to really set in good. Then slice your desired piece, place it on a plate, use whatever side dishes you want, and eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, then click the thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.